Good morning, I'm Joy Scola. Welcome to Short and Sweet Yoga Tuesdays. Today's practice will be about introspection. So grab a mat if you need any blocks or towels, anything like that, get ready and let's get started. So today's flow is about introspection. Introspection is all about looking within, watching our thoughts and our emotions from an unbiased standpoint and just trying to understand ourselves better, become more self-aware. So our quote for today's practice: your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. So go ahead and grab anything that you're needing, a towel and some water, and let's wake up. We're going to start at the top of our mat, standing in mountain pose. Feet are about hips distance apart. Just go and make the toes nice and light. Spread them out wide. Send the shins just slightly forward so we can really send our weight down into our heels and feel really grounded here. Then we're going to feel this inward lift up from the arches of our feet to the inner thighs, spinning back, shoulders roll forward, up, back, and down. Chest is lifted, standing strong. Just take a few breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just do a body scan here. How are you feeling today? Is there any tension in your body? And also, as we come into fall, try and reflect on this past year. What were some of your wins? What were some of your losses? What lessons can you take from these, or have you taken? In what areas have you grown as a person, or have you discovered that you'd like to grow in? Is there anything you'd like to leave behind from this past year, or to carry forward with you into the next? Just kind of hold on to these thoughts and feelings throughout the practice. Set your intention, whatever you'd like it to be. It could be one word, it could be a sentence or a song. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up tall, slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive down, reaching our hands to our knees, shins, or toes. Nice bend in the knees. Exhale, folding forward. And inhale, reach the back flat, nice and long. Your hands can be on the ground or up on your shins. And exhale, folding forward, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, arms all the way to the sky. Inhale, reach back, and exhale, swan dive back down. Bending the knees, folding forward. And inhale, reach up tall. And exhale, folding back down. And inhale, sweep the arms back up to the ceiling. We'll do this one more time. And exhale, reach all the way, swan dive down, folding in. On your inhales, reaching long. Always adding pauses after your breath if you can, feeling the sensation. And exhale, forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Nice little back bend if you can. And exhale the hands back to the side. You can take the hands to heart center if you like, and just take a few more breaths here. Noticing any shifts in your body. Do you feel that some heat is built up? How has this affected you? And one more inhale. And now inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, flat back. Exhale, folding forward, plant the hands on either side of the feet. If you have to bend the knees, that's okay. Steps or hop back. You can chaturanga here. If you can't actually do a full press, you can do knees and chest and chin. And then pull through, cobra. And exhale, pushing back to down dog. Pedal those feet. So I'm lifting one heel, then letting it drop and lift the other. My shoulders are pulling back into my spine. My neck is reaching out long but soft. And then when you're ready, inhale, sweep that right leg straight up so the heel is stretched up towards the ceiling, toes at the floor, hips have an inward spiral. Breathe, hold and lift. And inhale, drop that heel back towards your left buttocks. Flexing those toes, keeping the knee stacked below the hips. And both of my hands have equal weight. We tend to want to lift out of one hand in this crazy side dog position. Inhale the leg back to center. Exhale, sweep that leg through between your hands and lower your left knee, low lunge. So my hips are staying square here. I'm pulling my right hip back, left hip forward. Feel stretch through the top back part of my left thigh. And it's even a bit of a stretch for the inner groin area of my right hip. And then inhale, press your right leg straight, taking your bottom back towards your heels. Again, making sure that the hips stay square. Play with what feels good for you. You can point your toes. That really adds a stretch to the top of the foot and then across the shin. Or you can flex the foot, gives a nice calf stretch and kind of giving like a light fascia tug on my heel. So fascia is just kind of the outer fleshy layer that holds our muscles and tendons together. And breathing. And then placing the left hand just in front of the knee, about a foot or so to the left of the ankle. We're going to sweep our right leg out and behind us, taking our left foot behind that knee. Reach the arm up tall and take it over to touch the ground above you. So we're stretching nice and long like a rainbow here. My leg and my side are really reaching down and away from me. And as I inhale, I'm going to lift, engage this leg here, flex that foot, outer rotation, take the arm straight up and hold, breathe. And exhale, let it lower down and breathe. And inhale to lift. Trying to stay nice and strong here. Again, if you need to use a block or any sort of props to help you. And exhale, lower down. And then one more time, inhale, lift up. This time, if you'd like, you can reach for that top foot, pulling your foot into your bottom to give a nice front stretch, or even kicking that foot back into your hand to also add a shoulder stretch. Whatever you feel stable in. Exhale, slowly release that foot if you have hold of it. Bring the hands back to the mat, and let's sit back into child's pose. Reaching the arms long, bottom reaches towards the heels. You can have your knees together or your knees apart, depending on what feels good for you. Play with both if you're unsure. Everything I say is an invitation. You know your body. I don't. So do what feels right for you. Now when you're ready, let's go ahead and push through to our bellies, coming up into just a little cobra here, reaching the shoulders back and away, neck is long, not crunching in either direction. And exhale, lower down. And now we're going to try for some half bows or half frogs. So I'm going to inhale, reach the shoulders up, back, and down. Lift my left leg. I can reach for that foot and press it into my bottom. Or with my thumb up, palm on the inside of my ankle, I can kick that foot into my hand. As you can see, it really lifts my chest. So whatever stage you're at in your practice, just go with that and breathe. What feels good for you? And exhale, slowly lowering down. Take a breath. And then inhale, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Right leg comes back up now. Again, you can press it into the glute or thumb up, palm on the inside of the ankle. Kick that ankle into your hand. Trying to keep your chest forward. My bottom leg is still activated. Breathe. And exhale, slowly lower down. And just take a moment here. So now we're going to go up for either full bow or frog. So you can inhale, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Take both feet up, and now either here, press both feet into the glutes, or kick both ankles into hands. Breathe. Try not to wobble here too much. Neck is neutral. And exhale, slowly, 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 slowly lower down. Take a breath here. Notice how this might make you feel. If any words or emotions come up. And exhale, press back into down dog. Now with the legs a little bit wide, you can take your left hand a little bit more center on your mat, and exhale, reach your right arm through to your left ankle. So we're going for a nice little twist here. You can reach for your knee or your hip, but you can grab for that ankle, really pull through to look under that left arm. Legs are engaged, hips are pressing up and away. Neck is long. And exhale, place that right hand back. Inhale, left hand to right ankle. Really active in the legs. Breathe. And inhale the arms back to normal, coming into your down dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale, swing it through between the hands. Let's come up to warrior two. So I'm going to drop my back foot, heel down, toes are about a 45-degree angle, windmill my arms up, so I come to standing. So my heel is in line with my arch. If you need a little bit of a space in your hips, you can kick that foot out some. But we want about a 90-degree angle. We don't want to be over here, and we don't want to be here. So I'm really working to rotate this hip out, so my knee traction's over my second to last toe. Slight micro bend in the back knee. Again, hip rolling out, arms reach up. I try and keep my torso in one plane, as if there's a plane of glass on either side of you. Most people reach out like this. I tend to lift the palms up, drop the elbows. That makes it a lot easier on my shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arm, your right arm up and over, reaching back, reverse warrior. Breathe breathing here. Feeling strength in the legs. Again, I always have that inner pull as the outer part pushes down, roots. And exhale, take that right arm to the top of your right knee. Extended side angle pose, staying very active in the legs still. You don't have to crank your neck. Keep it nice and neutral. Just take that left arm, pull it back, open the chest, pull the ribs in, twist that torso. And then inhale up, warrior two, straighten that front leg, but again, keep that micro bend. Exhale, reach, 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 triangle. Micro bend in the front knee and in the back, both legs working together. So my hip all the way down from the outside of my leg, rooting down and out. The inward part of my legs pulling up and spiraling in. Equal weight on both feet. And then go ahead and put a bend in that right knee. Reach your hand out if you need a block or anything like that here. No worries, we're gonna open up into half moon. So as you can watch my hip here, I'm gonna pull it up and open, and that takes my body back. So you really have to focus here, balance. You can stay looking at the ground, micro bend in that bottom leg, and then when you're ready, starting to lift your gaze, you can even grab your back foot. Nice and slow. For an added stretch. And now picture yourself going back to warrior two. Unhook the foot if you haven't, and press back, warrior two. Beautiful. Turn those right toes in. Exhale, forward fold, wide leg. You can take your fingertips straight back behind you, pull your chest through your legs, or you can take a toe grip, as long as you keep the shoulders away from the ears, breathing here. How does one side of your body feel compared to the other? Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Micro bend in those knees. Inhale, lift all the way up, taking your left toes forward. Your right toes are coming in about 45 degrees. Heel is planted. I'm rooting through the back outer edge of this foot when I'm in my warrior poses. I'm not collapsing and lifting the outer edge. So I'm lifting my inner arch, pressing down through that edge. Inward spiral lift, outward spilling, rooting down. Standing strong here, feeling like a warrior. Connected, but separate. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, reach it back behind you, keeping that bend in your front knee. Reverse warrior. Inhale, all the way forward, left arm to left knee, extended side angle, or you can even have your arm here or here. There's always modifications, whatever feels good for you. Again, make sure that the ribs are wrapping and that shoulder is pulling up in a way so your chest is open. Even your bottom shoulder, don't let it collapse in. Pull it open. Even make it extra hard, it's up to you. And then inhale, back up to warrior two, straighten that front leg, not all the way. Exhale, triangle. So again, I'm really spiraling my hips out, trying to stay strong. Always breathing, always coming back to your breath. Exhale, bend that knee, Walk your left hand about a half a foot to a foot forward, taking that right leg in the air. Keep a micro bend in your left knee though. You want to be able to feel that connection with the earth through your whole foot, especially your heel. Take that top leg, spiral it up and out. If you can, start to slowly lift the gaze. It helps if you're not looking at anything that wobbles. And then if you can or want to, nice and slow, reaching for that foot, pulling your heel into your glute. Now picture yourself going back to your warrior two. Nice and smooth. Release. Woo! Warrior two. And then turn those left toes in. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment to breathe here. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rise. We're going to take the heels in, toes out, coming into a temple squat or goddess squat, depending on who you're talking to. Staying really strong here, rooting down. We must build a fire to relax and let go. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, squat on over to the right, Buddha squat, flex the left toes. It's okay if your right heel comes off the ground. I cannot keep my feet flat in this pose. Really active, chest lifted. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, lean to the other side, nice and slow and controlled. If you fall out of it, that's okay. Just make sure you reset your foundation instead of trying to jump back in. How does it make you feel if you fall? And then inhale, back up to center. Heel toe, your feet in, face the front of the mat. Feet are about hips distance apart. Turn the toes out, and let's squat all the way down, yogi squat now. So my bottom is hovering off the floor. What's this called, like the third world squats or something like that, Sid? Palms come together to press the elbows into the knees, and I still have that lift happening. This is me just hanging out in it. This is activated. Active, activated. Activate your active bows. And exhale, try nice and controlled, sit back. Taking your right leg straight, pull that left heel up into your hip as much as you can. We're gonna exhale, reach our chest forward. Left arm comes around the front of that left leg. Right arm reaches back. If you can, try to make a bind here. Pull that knee in towards your side and twist to look over your right. Strong, active right leg. And exhale, release. Take this left leg over to the outside of your right knee. Hook your right elbow, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the left. Only going as much as you can without compromising your breath. I encourage you to do less. Try not to go to your extreme. Inhale all the way around to a counter twist. And then let's bring this bottom foot up by our bottom. So right heel is by our left glute, left heel is by our right glute. So we're now in cow face pose. This might be enough for you. Make sure you untuck the flesh of your buttocks, sitting up tall. The spine keeps its natural curve, especially if you have herniated discs or sciaticas. You want to avoid rounding like this. So as we sit up tall, every time you inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, imagine hinging at your hips and folding forward. So if I can't fold forward without this happening, I'm gonna stay sitting up. And if I can hinge at my hips, keeping this nice flat back, I will slowly start to do so. Without compromising the integrity of the spine. So I feel a nice stretch along the outside of my left hip here. Inhale, sitting up nice and slow. Take this left shin parallel to the front of your mat. Reach forward onto your hands, taking your right leg back, pigeon. If that front foot starts, that front shin starts to kind of come in at like a 45-degree angle or so, that's okay. Try and scooch your right hip back. And then once you feel a nice opening here, pull that left hip back, right hip forward. A lot of people can drop into this pose, a lot of people can't. This is as far as I'd like to be in pigeon, otherwise circulation starts to get cut off, I start to get angry in my thoughts. Some people cry, some people feel nothing. Everybody's different. Finding whatever modifications you need. You can always fold up a blanket or put a pillow under this top hip. You can always have a big pillow for your chest to lay on. You just breathe here. Breathe into the tension. What would it feel like if you could send your breath to where it was tight? And have that breath expand that area. And as you exhaled out, you felt that tension release with your breath. What would that feel like in your body? What would that look like? Just with your breath, eyes closed maybe. Feel into your body. It's okay if you wiggle a little bit as you shift positions. I like to keep my back foot tucked sometimes. It takes the pressure off of my knee. And if you're laying down, go ahead and inhale, walk the hands back up. We're going to sit up nice and tall, bend the back knee, reach back with your right hand, pull that foot into your glute. Doesn't have to be anything special. If this is a stretch, that's fine. Try to keep the hips square still. And exhale, slowly release that foot. Swing your legs around to the front.